Hi you guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be doing this pretty in pink look. Makeup Geek is having a sale on their website. I saw it on my email, thought I would jump on here, give you guys the details about it, and show you a few of Makeup Geek's products in case you wanted to check that out. So if you're interested in this wedding-esque pretty in pink, then just keep watching. Hi you guys, welcome back. So this morning I was reading my emails and I saw that Makeup Geek is having a big sale on some of their shadows and contours and other things that they have that they're going to be discontinuing because they're bringing in a bunch of new colors. Marlena had said that a couple weeks ago that they have a whole new lineup coming. They're doing a rebranding. So I thought that I would go ahead and film. I didn't plan on doing this today, but when I saw that email, I thought that I would go ahead and film using some Makeup Geek products. That way, if you guys wanted to head over to the website, you could check out some of these shadows that I've talked to you about previously. I'm going to use their lipstick today, some shadows, but it's a great deal. The pan sizes are fantastic. So, whoa, shocking. This is the pan size. So they're nice big pans. I get them just like this, and then you just buy a Z palette or whatever. You can get them off of Amazon pretty inexpensively. So I'm going to use blush, some other things that I'll be using from Makeup Geek today. They even had brushes, which really I don't need. I need no new brushes. But if you did need brushes, she even has a few of those on sale too, and they are really good prices, and I can tell you that the Makeup Geek brushes are fantastic. So what I did is I went ahead and primed my face, and I primed my eyes. Today I used the NARS primer, and then I just set it with some powder. The reason that I did that is because I'm going to be using the NYX paint pot on my lid because I'm going to be doing like a pretty in pink kind of look. This is actually one of the looks that I do on quite a few brides. So I thought that I would just sit down and go ahead and record this. I might incorporate a few things at the end, I'm not positive, but we will go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to take, where's it at, right here? I'm going to first take Cinderella. So I'm just going to take one of my small brushes like this and go ahead and put my highlight under my brow. All right, now I'm just going to grab my blending brush, and the first color that I'm going to go into is called Cupcake. So very, very pretty light pink. It has some cooler undertones to it, and I'm just going to start that right here on the edge. And these have great pigment, you guys. These are excellent shadows. They will last all day long. And like I said, I'm just going to be doing a pretty easy look that I do on a lot of brides. The colors that I do, well, the color stories that I do most often would be definitely champagne. That's probably my the biggest one that I do. These baby pinks are very, very popular, especially if they are getting married in the springtime. And silvers. I do quite a few silvers, and not as many golds as you would think. It's usually a champagne, not really an actual gold color. I've done a few bronze looks, which looks gorgeous on people that have a really good tan as well. All right, go ahead and do this eye. So like I was saying, she is having a clearance sale right now, and I just briefly looked at it because, oh my gosh, I do not need anything at all. But I did come in and grab my kit and pull it out just to see if any of the colors that she has going on clearance, if I did need them for my kit, if I was running low or not. Now, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on the website because I thought I'm going to just go ahead and make this video real quick. But I am going to go back and look and see if there's any of these that I pulled out on there, which is originally why I even pulled them out. I thought I'm going to go look and see what I have and what I need. And then I thought, wait a minute, this would make a good video since they're on, you know, such an incredible price for them. They're already reasonably priced anyway. All of her products are. The brushes, though, that's a really good deal. All right, I'm just kind of building that up. As you can see, the pigment is great. It takes absolutely nothing to blend these out. They are just so effortless. Okay. And next, I am going to go in with Makeup Geek Petal Pusher. This one has a little bit of a grayish purple kind of undertone. Again, very cool toned. And I'm going to be using, oh, this is a Makeup Geek brush. I'm going to be using this Makeup Geek domed I don't know if it actually has a name on it. Oh, it does. It says Defined Crease Brush. And that's exactly what I'm going to use it for. Which is rare. I rarely ever use brushes the way that or what they say that they're supposed to be used for. All right, so outside to inside, as you can see, this has just a little bit of a gray undertone to it. So it's going to give it a really nice shadow. And I am putting that in my natural crease. All right, I'm going to use that again in a second. So I'm just going to set that to the side. I'm going to grab my blending brush. Just go right back over top of that. And I am going to actually go over that cool tone that we just put into our crease, because I really do want that to just be a shadow. I don't want it to actually stand out like I typically do in my makeup looks. All right, that is that. Now I'm going to grab my, what do I do with it? Oh, I'm glad I opened that. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put my Fake Up on by Benefit. This is like a moisturizing, it has a little bit of a concealer in the middle, I'll show you. But I like to put this on. Just my eyes have been really dry. It's been very, very, very cold here. So you can see. There we go. In the middle, it has like a little bit of a darker concealer, and then the rest around it is like a really, really nice moisturizer. So I'm just gonna dab that on, and then I'm actually gonna wipe it back off when I go to do my under eyes, but I just wanna let that sit on there and kind of give me a little bit of extra moisture. I'm gonna do a eye treatment tonight. I did a face mask last night, because I was breaking out so badly. Like I have one right there, and I had a couple on my chin. Gosh, it's bad. This weather has just got me all kinds of messed up. It's gonna be like in the 30s, upper 20s this weekend in Florida, in South Florida, in tropical Florida. It's ridiculous. Seriously ridiculous. All right, I am going to use this NYX, and it is in Strawberry Milk. Really, really pretty color. And I'm going to use that as a base on my eyelid. These NYX jumbo crowns are great. They also come, I was actually speaking to a very sweet lady earlier that was asking me a question about makeup, and I had suggested these to her. I suggest these to everybody. These things are fantastic. The crayon is the ones that I keep in my makeup kit, and the reason that I do that is because they're easy to sanitize. I just sharpen them and then wipe them off with alcohol, let them dry, and they're sanitized. For my own personal collection, I have more of the actual little pots that come just like the MAC paint pots. They look very similar to that. I'm not sure if I have one. I don't know where it's at, but they look very similar. I actually like those better for my own personal collection, because with the lid, they stay better longer. They stay good longer because you're sealing them up airtight. Well, as close to airtight as you can get in the pots. But in my kit, I use these just because it's much easier to keep these sanitized. And the less work that I have to do before I go or when I get back from jobs, the better. Actually doing the makeup, which I'll show you, this is going to take no time to do. The actual doing of the makeup and everything is the smallest part of my actual job. What takes the longest is the before and the after. The cleanup and the preparing. Those are the things that take the longest. All of my, like sanitizing everything, getting it all ready, that kind of stuff. All right, I am taking the color On the Fence. I think this might be a ColourPop. I'll put that up there. I think this might be ColourPop though. So, but it's really pretty. It's right there. So another pink silver. And I'm going to put that right over top of where I just put that base. And when I primed my eyes using that NARS primer, which is this one right here, when I primed my eyes, I did still prime the bottom, the lid as well. Some people do not. I do, because I think it's like a little double insurance there. It helps to keep the oils and everything at bay. And then when you go to put on that NYX, that actually, it just helps you with the color. Like, look at how well that adheres because of that NYX Jumbo Crayon. All right, I'm just gonna concentrate that on my lid. So I'm not gonna do my foundation, all that stuff on camera today, because I mean, I just did it yesterday. So I'll go off camera and finish all that stuff up, but I thought that I would at least come on and just show you one of the looks that I do and give you that information about Makeup Geek in case you wanted to go to their website and check it out. Now I'm gonna go back into my crease brush from Makeup Geek and go right over the top of where I just put that. I'm not putting any additional product on it or anything. I'm just going right over the top. And by using a color like this, it's creating that really, see how the sockets look really deep set, which is very, very pretty. Especially, it's classic, it's a timeless look, and that's why I use that on my brides. I try to not, or if they ask, I always suggest that they not do anything super trendy, because your wedding pictures are gonna last forever and you may not be super happy in 20 years if something that was very trendy at the time probably won't be, you know, 10, 20 years down the road. So I try to offer looks that are very classic, very timeless, something like this. So a very deep set crease like that with just something sparkly on the lids. And as you know, I have very hooded eyes, so this look goes for anyone at all. One final time, grab my blending brush and just go right at the top and go right back over that so that it all blends in. And that is it for the top. I am going to quickly, let's see, what should I do? Yeah, I'll go ahead and go off and do my foundation, and then I'll stop before I get to the rest of the products that are Makeup Geek. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I went ahead and got my foundation and bronzer and all that stuff on. I'm gonna try and start listing the products that I use in the description box. I'm not sure if I'll get it done tonight just because I really do want to get this up so that you can go check out Makeup Geek's website. But if I don't get it up in this one, I'm gonna start doing it in my next video. So I used my La Mer foundation. I used my La Mer setting powder, my Laura Mercier Glow Translucent and Glow Deep, all three of those. I used my Slay All Day setting powder, or setting spray. Is that everything? Oh, and my Kevyn Aucoin contour. All right, now I'm gonna go into the blush and I'm gonna use, this is my favorite one, I think it's Soulmate by Makeup Geek. This is so, so, so pretty. Let me see if I can show you right there. So pretty. This would make a beautiful eyeshadow as well. All right, so I'm just gonna bounce that in there, and it is very, very pigmented. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This and MAC Melba are my two favorite blushes of all time. This is probably my most used blush for brides. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to do is a highlight. Now, for my brides, I don't do crazy highlights or anything like that. Now, I definitely picked up one of each of the glows, and I have those in my kit. But what I use on my brides is Dim Lit by Hourglass. And it's, let me see. It's just a very, very natural highlight. So I put it on my brush. It does not show texture whatsoever. It is fantastic for all ages. Doesn't matter what time the wedding is, day or night, inside, outside. There's no flashback on it. So if there's flash photography, you're not gonna get that crazy white cast. I just saw that. I cannot believe in this, with as much as everybody knows now that any makeup artist would still use something with that much SPF in it to give it that kind of flashback. But I actually saw it the other day, a picture of Lady Gaga with Celine Dion, and Celine Dion had that, like the whole thing underneath her eyes. I think Angelina Jolie had it once where you just saw nothing but like white. That's from SPF being in your makeup. That's what gives you your flashback. But I just couldn't believe that a makeup artist let that happen whenever I do brides, even if I have a product that doesn't say anything about having SPF in it. No matter what, I always do a flash test on them just to make sure that those products aren't going to cause any kind of weird white cast in the pictures. That's horrifying. That'd be terrible to ruin somebody's day like that. Okay, so I've got that on there. That's the highlight that I use. Now for my lips, actually let's do the rest of the eyes first. So I went ahead and put my eyelashes on and lined the top of my eyelids, and I used the Makeup Geek pointed or curved, was it bent? I don't know what this is called. Bent liner brush. Anyway, I used that, and I used my Born to Run in the color Jet. So I just sprayed a little bit of Fix Plus on this. Actually, I used Slay All Day. I take that back. On this one, I used Slay All Day just because it really, really sets it. And then I dipped it into Jet from the Born to Run, and I just lined the top where my lashes are. All right, now for the underneath, for my under eye, I'm going to be putting in the waterline Baby Pink by NYX. Like this. I need to get a mirror because I'm not going to be able to see that far away. And then my, for my tight line, I used Marc Jacobs and Earthquake, just like I always do. Another really, really pretty eyeliner for someone with green eyes is Costa Riche by MAC. That's a gorgeous brown eyeliner. Hey, Amber K. I will call you back as soon as I'm done filming, girly. Okay, so see how that just keeps the eyes so open? I love using a light eyeliner in the waterline. I think it looks so, so pretty. All right, now we are going to go back into the color that we used just to make that deep. And it's Petal Pusher by Makeup Geek. Again, I'm not sure if these are still available. I'm not sure if these are the ones on sale. I didn't look that closely. I just immediately got online. Or I mean, I just looked at the email and then decided to film for you guys since they were on there. And I'm sure at those prices, at $3 and $5, they're not going to last long. So that's why I'm saying I probably won't get the products in the description box tonight, just because I really want to get this up and out so that you guys can go look at the website and see if there's anything that you want that they still have. All right, so I'm just going to put that really close to my lash line. All right, and then right underneath of that, I'm going to go with Makeup Geek's Cupcake, which is another matte pink, just a little bit lighter. And I'm going to take that right underneath of it, all the way in. And there are times where I'll skip mascara on the bottom lashes, but not when I'm using a really light color like this with that pink. There's just no definition there if you don't use mascara. So this is not, I would never skip mascara when using really, really light colors like that. If you have absolutely nothing under there, I know that's super trendy to not put mascara on, and I think it looks really cool if you don't. I'm a child of the 90s, and it's so, I just feel completely incomplete. I feel completely incomplete. That's not English. I feel incomplete if I don't have mascara on my bottom lashes. And then I'm gonna go back into Cinderella from Makeup Geek, and I'm gonna swirl that around. I'm gonna grab my Slay All Day, spray a little bit of that on there, and then I'm gonna put this right on my inner corner here. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. Oh, I have mascara. Please don't smear. Now, if you were to smear your mascara all over like that, don't rub it. Just let it completely dry. And then if you have a clean spoolie, you can pick these up at the drugstore. And then you just take it and you would just go like that, and it would scrape right off without ruining everything that you've done. This cold weather and this ridiculous warm one day, freezing the next in Florida has my allergies going like completely bonkers. Is anybody else like that? All right, let's do the lips. And then I'm gonna wrap it up, but I do have a couple other little options for you guys if you're not using this for a wedding look or for something really easy and simple on extra, you know that. So I'm gonna do a couple little extra things. So I'm gonna use Gerard Cosmetics lip liner, and this is in the color Ecstasy. Good. And then to top it off, I'm going to be using Makeup Geek's Set List. And this is their foiled lipstick. And I love this. Now, if I were doing a bride, I would not be using this. The lip liner I would use, but I would not use this lipstick. I definitely stick to nudes. The colors I use most, Chelsea Girls by NARS is my number one lip color that I use on my brides. That is really pretty. I like how that turned out. Okay, so you could totally stop right here and you would be done, but I'm gonna want to take it a little bit further. So I am going to use my Urban Decay Heavy Metal, and this is in, I think it's Grind. And I'm just going to take this right underneath and put a little bit of glitter all the way from the inner corner underneath. And then I'm actually going to take it and put it right here on my inner corner, right on top of Cinderella, because I'm extra. Then I'm going to take, again, because I'm a lot extra, I'm going to take my Stila, and this one is in the, oh my gosh, I can't read that for sure. I'll put it up there. There's no way I can read it. But it's the pink one. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to grab a flat, where's it at? Here we go. Just going to grab a flat synthetic brush, and I just pull it right off of there, like that. And then I put it on the back of my hand, and then I work off of the back of my hand. That way I'm not contaminating anything. All right, I'm gonna put that right in the center only. And where I didn't take it up higher in the bridal look, I'm going to on my own eye. So, there we go. Now with all the sparkles on it and everything, I am going to spray my setting spray. Smells so freaking good. Use my fan. And then I will be back in just a couple minutes to finish it up. Okay, we are all finished. I think it turned out really pretty. This is super fast. It only took me about 15 minutes to do the eyes. That's about how long it takes me to do this. I can probably do it in my sleep. I've done it so many times. But I like with the extras, I think with the Stila and the Urban Decay, it just gives it that little bit of extra pizzazz. So I hope you guys like this. Don't forget to go check out Makeup Geek at makeupgeek.com. I would look at Ebates to see if you can use Ebates with that or not. I'm not positive, can't remember. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. Remember, there are no such thing as disabilities, only different abilities. I love you all. God bless.